Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Nova Sanve Marabales, and right now I'm going to elaborate what I have learned in the subject, which is basic microeconomics. So, basic microeconomics taught us about the law of supply and demand, which was also tackled during our first year, and how governments intervene on the business context or the market, how they put up policies, how they control prices. They control prices through setting up price ceiling. It is the legal maximum amount of good which it can be sold, and the price floor, which is the legal minimum amount of good which it can be sold, and the tax incidence, which is a manner of which the burden of a tax is shared among the participants of the market. When we say participants, it's either the supplier or producer or the consumer. It also talks about the welfare economics, which is the study of how the allocation of resources affects the economic well-being. The willingness to pay, it is the maximum amount of a buyer will pay for a certain good. The consumer surplus, the producer surplus, the cost, it is the value of everything a seller must give up to produce a product, an product or goods. Another is the marginal buyer. It is the buyer who would leave first if the price gets any higher. The demand and supply curve. How will we interpret the data on the demand and supply curve, and how will we create uh, a demand and supply curve through the given data? And another is the market power and the externalities, which when we combine market power and externalities, it may result to market failure. Another is I also learned that consumer surplus and producer surplus are the basic tools that an economist use to study the welfare of buyers and sellers in a market. Another is the international trade. When we say international trade, it is the exchange of capital, goods, products, and services across borders or territories. And um, be- there is an international trade because there is a need or want of a good or product. But before engaging into international trade, we should consider the comparative advantage or the economy's ability to produce a particular good or service at a lower opportunity cost than its trading partners. When we say opportunity cost, it is the what you have to give up to get something. So engaging international trade, it is you need to consider the comparative advantage and opportunity cost in making decisions. And another is the cost of production. It is all the expenses incurred in the process of creating and delivering a product or services. It is the sum of all expenses um, to produce a certain product. It either be the raw materials, the rent, the labor, or the marketing cost. This uh, basic micro basic microeconomics. This subject is very important for me since it helps individuals or like me as a student or as a future entrepreneur understand how my decisions will impact um, the allocation of resources, the pricing, and the market dynamics of my business. And it helps me also anticipate market trends, create and adjust pricing, and make strategic decisions for the growth of my business, because it is really common that when we create or when we engage into business, our goal is to um, make it grow. uh, and another is basic microeconomics gives me also the knowledge on how government take part on the field of business, which I can use in the future as I create or own a business. So, and even right now as a student, I can apply my knowledge through my everyday activities, just like budgeting my personal allowance in a week or month, on how I will use it efficiently um, based on my needs and the available resources or the available money I have right now. So that is the application of basic microeconomics for me right now as a student, and it will really help a lot in the future. That would be all. Thank you.